Hi guys, sorry my video is a little late today. I will tell you about why it's a little late in a minute, but happy Black Friday. So today, after thinking about it, I decided to talk to you about Super Saturday. So Super Saturday is kind of like a little mini version of Coach Summit. And after I went to my first one back in April, I decided I was going to do whatever I can to not miss any. And let me see if I can explain them to you. For those of you who've never been, I'm hoping after this video, you're going to make it a priority to not miss the next one. The next one is going to be the weekend of January 10th. And what happens is they are held in the biggest city in your area. So for those of you who live, out in the country or whatever, you may have to drive a little bit of a way to get to one. But about a month or so before Super Saturday, there will be an announcement as to where the location is and what time. And then we'll see an announcement and you'll be able to purchase tickets. Tickets are generally about $5, and then there'll be a little bit of a surcharge or whatever, so it'll be about $6. And guests are free, so if you have any coach prospects, I definitely encourage you to bring them, because that may, once you bring them, they'll be like, okay, I want to be part of this. So anyway, the meeting takes place and takes about an hour. I'm sorry, about 2 hours, 2 to 2.5 hours. So what happens is you go to the meeting, and for the first little bit, people are chit-chatting, getting to know each other. It's a great time for people to meet off Facebook, and for people who've never been to Super Saturday, it's, sometimes a little bit overwhelming, especially if you've never met any of the other coaches in person. And so that sometimes takes a few minutes. And then we'll all find our seats, and the people running the meeting, which are other coaches, will get up in front of everybody and do some announcements. And then there's going to be 2 speakers, and one will be someone talking about a physical transformation, and it's always a coach. And that's always going to be an inspiring story. And you don't want to miss that. I was honored enough to speak about my physical transformation at my first Super Saturday back in April. Megan had asked me to talk, and I was really honored, although I'm very nervous speaking in public. I had major butterflies beforehand, but knowing that she had asked me, I was like, okay, I got to do this. So I did, and I think I did okay. And then there's another speaker and also another coach that gets up and talks about how Beachbody has changed our lives in the financial way. So that's also another story you do not want to miss. So, and then after that, we hear again from the people running it. And then there's announcements from corporate. We watch a video. They talk about upcoming programs and upcoming products and things like that. So, and then we'll do a workout, a live workout. So the workouts, it's optional. Not everybody has to stay for the workout, but why wouldn't you? We always do something fun. It's always a Beachbody workout, of course. And, my first one we did size, which was not available to the public yet. It wasn't going to be released till July, and this was in April. So that was fun. And I think the objective is to do a workout that isn't available to the public yet, if they can. They don't always do that. It depends on what's available, I guess. But that's always cool too, if we can do a workout that's not available to the public. So then we can talk about it to our prospect customers. So anyway, my favorite part though, I think, of going to Super Saturday events is getting to meet and get to know coaches outside of just Facebook. One of my very favorite parts of being a coach is the friendships that I've developed through coaching. I was a little bit intimidated to meet some of the leaders. They just seem so powerful to me, through Facebook. They just, had it all together and knew everything and always at Success Club and always, had all the answers. And I was just this newbie, starting out. What did I know? But talking to them in person and realizing, they're just like me when they started out, and they get no's too. And they are still just like me sometimes, or just learning. They have the same questions that I do sometimes. So that really puts things in perspective. Not to mention, outside of Beachbody, they're just great, great people. So I have developed some really amazing friendships outside, or, through Beachbody, but past or beyond Beachbody. It's been a wonderful experience. And if it weren't for Super Saturday and Summit, I wouldn't have gotten to know these people otherwise. Sure, we get together in other forms, but this is a great way to get to know them, because there's just so many. And Super Saturday isn't just for Team Phoenix. There's so many teams around. There's so many coaches around. So there's one Super Saturday in your area, but it'll gather coaches from different teams. So it's also a good way to meet coaches from different teams and get to know how they might run things, which isn't, it's actually kind of cool. So you can see how they run their groups, or how they get to know their contacts and different things like that. I actually know coaches from Rochester, a couple different teams, just because Rochester is a big city, and we get to network that way. So anyway, I hope this helps, and I'm sorry I'm a little tired, but I hope this kind of gives you some insight on Super Saturday, and I hope you guys will all attend the next one. Oh, and one thing I should probably mention is it is not always on Saturday. Depending on your area, it is sometimes on a Friday and sometimes on a Sunday. It's always the same weekend. It's always scheduled the same weekend for all of Beachbody. So it was announced at the last Super Saturday that it was going to be the weekend of January 10th, which I think is the Saturday. But I think some of the girls in Team Phoenix, theirs happens to fall on a Sunday in their area. So it'll be that Sunday, whatever that weekend is, or whatever that date is. But I know some areas have theirs on a Friday night. But I think most of ours fall either Saturday or Sunday. But we'll find out in the next couple weeks, I believe, the exact date and time and location. So as soon as you see that, you're going to want to purchase your ticket. And I think that's all I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week, and I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you got some good information. I hope to see you at your next Super Saturday.